Hi, I'm Jeff Richardson and I serve as the County Executive for Albemarle County Government. Thank you for taking an interest in what we do every day. I invite you to take a look at our 2021 year-end review, and I sure hope you like it.
They move at the speed of business, and we need to be able to match that.
But when we take care of our staff internally, they in turn can take care of the community.
We are able to go out into the community and meet people where they are, and also build relationships within the organization and collaborate in wonderful ways.
So come along on a ride with us in the Community Engagement Field Office van.
Collaboration was a really fundamental part of making this van a reality. If you think about all the components that needed to go into it, like the title and registration, working with the risk manager on getting the van transferred to us and into county possession, working with the budgeting team to ensure that we had the appropriate funds available and accessible to deliver payment. Also, Serena helped coordinate with the fire rescue department and IT to ensure that the van would be equipped for all the needs.
Job 2 in terms of collaboration was figuring out where the opportunities were to bring this van out into the community and to bring our projects and our project teams out into the community to really create ways to interact with community members on issues that are important to everyone. Things like the community litter pickups and the Crozet Master Plan, very different projects, but we were able to bring people, our staff, out of the building and into the community where everyone's really able to talk about the issues.
In the procurement office, we don't always get to see the items that we help purchase actually be utilized by the various departments who are working on their own mission and goals within our organization. So this is a particularly fun project in that being part of the Veteran Affinity Group, I was able to volunteer with a number of others from our office to go out into the community at the Walnut Creek Park back in August to help support military families and veterans throughout our community. And one of the fun things that I actually recall from that day is Serena was working with the kids, and you could tell the decal on here is actually able to be written on with a dry erase marker. So it was really fun to see her engage with the public and actually get their idea and have them write it here. And have that as a way to break the ice and make it easier and less intimidating to actually speak up and say what would be helpful to them.
And so I would invite everyone who's watching this to next time you see this big, beautiful yellow and white van to come say hi and find out what we're doing and learn something and share your ideas with us along the way.
Well, I want us to operate in excellence and in growth.
I love that Mia brings up growth because part of performance is always trying to find how you can evolve. And so in order to support staff and make sure that they're evolving, and then in kind making sure our services are evolving, we have to support our staff and we have to continue to train and develop them so that we can do that.
But when we take care of our staff internally, they in turn can take care of the community.
Here at Albemarle County, where we're really focusing on driving and improving performance, so we focus on the business process behind every system or project or function and service, and trying to make sure that we're being effective and efficient. The benefit of working cross-departmentally is really having that representation. No one knows the function as intimately as those who do the work. My favorite part of the business optimization work is one, really that we, at the end of the day, have improved something. And it helps to make everybody's day and work and the service to our community a little bit better. But I'd also say that watching our staff learn about the roles that each of us play and the realization of how we're all interconnected and how we all need to support each other is one of my favorite parts. The value of this work for the community is twofold. One, it's to improve our internal systems so that staff can be focusing on our customers more, that our processes internally flow and move more quickly and more automated, so that, again, we can be focusing on improving services and programs. And then also, I would say, in the more customer-facing, community-facing areas, it's ensuring that when you come to the county and a service is provided, that we have clarity, that staff understand their roles, and that you as a customer feel that the service you received was effective and efficient.
Love Albemarle is a pilot program that we started this year for litter pickup events throughout the county. It's housed in the Facilities and Environmental Services Department, but we never intended it to be just ours. So we reached out to the Office of Equity and Inclusion, also Communications and Public Engagement and Community Development, as well as Parks and Recs. So what inspired us to start the program was really what was happening over in the schools division. We knew that there were student champions and pickup events happening there, and we wondered what we could do over on the local government side and within the community to amplify their work and also to amplify the work being done by nonprofits in our area.
We found that there's lots of different benefits when we're working outside of our own departments. I especially found that it was useful to get out of my little bubble and to have the feeling that this is an organization that's much smaller than I might have felt otherwise if I just continued to work within my department. Also, by working with other departments, people who have different systems, different little tips and tricks, we learn from each other, and I think that made this project and all of these events much more interesting, more lively, more effective. I would say that one of my favorite things about this entire process and especially of the actual events was seeing that effect of many hands make light work. It was especially visible with litter pickup events because we were working together as fellow Albemarle residents and staff. And at the end of each morning, we could see how many miles of roadway we had cleared up or how many bags we had picked up. It was very gratifying that way. You know, as far as advice for others who are interested in collaborating, I would say communication is especially important.
Passing around the leadership hat, giving everyone a chance to speak, to be heard, and take a step in their own leadership development.
Our experience in past projects and success in the past projects have created a process whereby we can move more quickly. We know the capacity of the internal actors in Albemarle County. But we also create the credibility out in the community that we can work with private developers to get projects done.
Past experiences helped externally as well, particularly given that we have built credibility with the community and demonstrated that we can have economic development sustainability and still have a bucolic community. Our established relationships with Bonamos was integral in having them land and stay in our community. Bonamos had opportunities to move but because we had an existing relationship, they contacted us. We were able to provide customized solutions that allowed them to land in the State Farm building.
In our past experiences within the internal departments, it gave us the knowledge base to be able to move quickly and to help Bonumose reuse a building that otherwise would have remained vacant. And so it benefits the employees, also the community as a whole.
A unified county approach has proven to be successful. We intentionally now take a unified approach. One example of that is working directly with the county attorney's office. We meet weekly to go over existing projects and talk about how we can improve them or better protect the county's assets.
Well, I add that by having a unified county approach, we become more welcoming to outside collaborators in the sense that they move at the speed of business, and we need to be able to match that.
The original conversation was more focused on doing something with the Boys and Girls Club in Scottsville. Jim has been heavily involved with the club down there and had a number of contacts. And so it started off in that smaller stage. It wasn't until we kind of got back together, started bringing a couple more people to the table, that we started thinking a little bit more about, hey, what would it look like to actually have a community day for Esmont and to be more inclusive of all of the children and families and residents down there.
Yeah, the importance of the county as a whole teaming up to provide services and events like this in Southern Albemarle is that collaboration, just bringing everybody together, everyone together at the table, and introducing everyone into the community and introducing the community to everyone.
And I would add as well that a lot of times, the people that are in the rural areas, they don't always feel like perhaps that they get full attention. And this was just a marked demonstration of the county saying that we want to be full participants with the residents of Southern Albemarle. And I think that we showed that in flying colors.
So we purposely invited some of the external partners, including Department of Wildlife Resources, the Jefferson Area Board of Aging, and the local bookmobile, just because of their ties to the Southern Albemarle community. The food vendors themselves actually are in the Scottsville area. Jefferson Area Board of Aging actually runs their program out of Yancey Community Center, so we just thought it beneficial to highlight their services that happen in the Southern Albemarle area.
Community was an integral part of this, especially as we started working through COVID protocols and whether or not the community even wanted to continue forward with this event. And the community came back to us with a resounding yes, let's continue forward. So just don't forget to involve the community. Don't make it so much about the county as much as it is about the county and everyone that's involved.
It's the first time that I have worked on a project of this size with as many of the departments that ended up kind of coming to the planning table to kind of put this thing together. And I quickly realized just the level of talent and not only that, but just the level of interest amongst those who were helping to plan, just how engaged and excited everyone was to bring this idea to fruition. Certainly looking forward to next year and being able to work with them again, and hopefully some new members as well as we continue this in the upcoming years.
Let's take a moment to review some of our service data from 2021. 27,856 police calls for service. More than 15,000 fire rescue incidents. 1.3 million parks visitors, over $470 million in building permit values, 9,600 IT help desk tickets, 282 hours worth of virtual public meetings, featured 14 local businesses in a new Buy Local campaign in partnership with the City of Charlottesville. Over $2.5 million provided in federal funds to community members facing financial hardship. Over 800 new locations have access to broadband. Affirmed our AAA credit rating, the highest rating a locality can receive, in recognition of robust financial management. Thank you very much for taking the time today to look at this video, which is a snapshot in time of what we've been up to for the last year. 2021 has been a very difficult year, but our community continues to meet the challenges we face head on, and you as a citizen know that our local government has continued to address the COVID-19 public health needs while delivering our traditional services, both at the same time. Every day, I am so grateful to work in service to you and to work with a talented team of local government professionals that not only are set to meet the needs of our growing and evolving community, but to continuously challenge each other in ways to identify and how we can be more effective together. Thank you for being a part of a very successful year. We look forward to serving you in 2022. Thank you very much.